Hello and welcome to the Daily Star's daily news analysis. And we have with us the Daily Star's consulting editor, Mr. Kamal Ahmed. How are you, Kamal Bhai?
I'm okay, thank you.
With just 3 days to election, besides election campaigning, we are also seeing a lot of non-election related major developments and major things happening. And one of them being the NCT deal, Chittagong Port. Today, the latest development is that Ashik Chaudhary, the PPP authority chief, has said NCT deal signing unlikely during interim government tenure.
I would say this is a good news for the country because you know that Chittagong port workers were in strike and that was an indefinite strike. Government was rushing through the deal, and not only this deal, there are a couple of other deals which is very surprising. Everyone was questioning why government is rushing through these deals at the end of its term and just ahead of the election, because new government will be coming within a week, and this is quite unexpected. So I would say that the explanation we got from Ashik Chaudhary is that NCT,
the UAE-based port
UAE-based
operator
company,
DP World has said that they need more time.
they need more time to review. I think they made the sensible decision. They want to negotiate it with the next government. So that's why they said that they need more time for reviewing. It's a diplomatic language, but maneuvering is clear. They want to do it with the elected government. And that gives room for this government to save its face. And they should actually clearly have now said that it's not going to happen. I think this is the most opportune moment for withdrawing the strike, and I hope the port will function fully in full capacity from tonight. We hope so.
We hope so. Another deal or proposal, if we can call it that, is that the civil aviation advisor has said Bangladesh will buy Boeing aircraft. Now, the number, there's some sort of uncertainty regarding the number. We are seeing some reports saying putting the number down as 25. We are hearing 14. Regardless of that, the government sort of plans to sign the deal with Boeing.
Yes, we knew that the government is trying to finalize this deal, and the number initially we heard is that 14 was agreed. But today, all on a sudden, we hear the number 25. Whatever the number is, it's very likely that tomorrow that deal is going to be signed, or tonight, maybe US time,
Right.
early in the day. This is not the only deal that we should be talking about, because on Monday, Bangladesh is set to sign a deal with United States, broader trade deal,
Right.
involving tariff reduction and other issues. We don't know what concessions government is conceding to the US demands, because even US wants wider access to the market. We have already given some, like we bought wheat and extra cotton from US. This Boeing deal is also, we were told that a part of the government's initiative to bring down the trade deficit.
Right.
And that's a part of the deal for lowering tariff or getting a tariff concession from the US. So let's see how it shapes out. The problem is actually there's lack of transparency. Everyone, including business groups, different business associations, they are calling for transparency, because no one wants to sort of find out in a shock that some market access has been restricted, or we are overburdened with higher tariff rates. So this is quite a significant or consequential trade deal. Let's see what government releases so after signing this deal. It would have been much better if they deferred it until the new government comes in, but we have seen it in the case of Japan. They signed a bilateral trade deal yesterday. So I suspect government is not going to heed to the good advice given by the civil society and business trade bodies. So let's wait to see
The
what's in the deal.
advisor has said something interesting, quoted in the report. He has said that Bangladesh was the only country whose agreement details were publicly disclosed internationally, causing complications during prior negotiations.
Yes, it's a few months back when President Trump imposed higher tariff rate. I think it was above 50% or 40. I forgot the exact number. Bangladesh, as part of the deal to bring it down to 20%, then conceded. And at that time, everybody wanted to know what's in the deal. The explanation we got on the part of the government that there is a non-disclosure agreement they had to agree with prior to any negotiation, so they can't reveal. But on the other hand, that deal details came out. The government never admitted that that's the accurate sort of description or accurate deal details. But finally, now it looks like that yes, those details were correct. If this comment is taken to be the truth, but still, it remains to be seen finally how this deal takes shape.
Right. Now, moving on to election campaigning, and we have a rally at Dhaka 11, where the NCP convener, NCP leader Nahid Islam, is running. And the Jamaat Amir speaking at the rally, the Jamaat Amir has said Nahid would definitely be made a minister.
This is a very cheap shot. Everybody knows Nahid's importance because he was at the forefront of the uprising as a student leader, and he was in the interim government. So he has that experience of being a minister. So there's nothing new he's offering. And in an election campaign, that cannot be the proposition you put forward to the voters, that if you vote for this certain candidate, he will be the minister. This is quite, I would say, very cheap shot. They should be talking about the substances, their manifesto, what programs they are taking. And as I said before, there are little discussions about the manifesto places. Most of the discussions are political comments, places they are making, their rhetorics.
So he has also, once again, he has sort of reiterated that he has called on the supporters and activists and leaders to guard, the polling centers, and so that no one can sort of tamper with the voting.
This is a tactical move, and this tactical move this tactics has been taken by both the parties. BNP also has made similar. Sorry, BNP also has made similar appeals to their supporters to guard polling stations, so that nobody can dare to attempt distort or steal the election, as they say it. But let's see, it's actually heating up the tempo, and we hope that despite all these attempts to hype up tempo, there will be congenial atmosphere, and people will be fearlessly, without fear, can go to the voting center and exercise their rights.
Something he has said, the Jamaat Amir has said today, that aligns with, the BNP chairman's, what he said today at another rally. And the Jamaat Amir, I quote, he has said, the Jamaat will not give the nation false hopes. And at Dhaka 15 rally, Tariq Rahman has said BNP won't make unrealistic promises.
Well, every politician sort of give same promises that they will make good of their promises. They will not cheat, or they will not make any unrealistic promises. But we know how it ends up, and people also are quite realistic about it. So let's see how people vote and what the politicians deliver. We'll have to see.
What do you think of the sort of appeal to calling on the locals and residents that, I belong to this area, I belong to this neighborhood, this particular constituency, vote for me? Does that still make sense for voters in Bangladesh?
Yes, of course, because every political leader will represent one specific constituency. So, party, despite being the leader of the party, he has his own constituency and he needs to get in touch with his constituents. And that's what they are making today. It's quite interesting that both the party leaders, Tariq Rahman and Jamaat leader Shafiqur Rahman, they are campaigning in Dhaka today, not outside.
Right.
The national campaign probably ended, and now they are concentrating on Dhaka. And again, the strategy seems to be that not holding a large rally to show their strength. Instead, go to the constituencies, go to the different areas of the city, and speak to as many voters as possible, humanly for them. And that's what they are doing. I think today and tomorrow, this approach might work well for both the parties.
And now coming to related to the Jamaat Amir, today several women's rights activists have gone to the Election Commission and demanded that the Jamaat Amir's candidacy be cancelled over remarks.
This is an interesting issue,
Yes.
This women's rights issue. And I think I earlier said at several occasions that Jamaat would have liked to go away this issue, but it's coming back repeatedly. And this is one of the example that some of the women activists went up to the Election Commission demanding cancellation of his nomination, which is unlikely to happen because at this stage it's not going to happen unless there is a major breach in electoral code, which I doubt they can frame it in that way. But this topic is not going to go away.
Right.
This subject will dominate until voting ends. Women, especially urban educated women, probably take offense. Not probably, I will say mostly will take offense in one or more comments he made about women, especially 5-hour working hour, their right to work, that question, curtailing that, the use of explicit word in one of the so-called hacked,
which they have dissociated themselves from.
but still
Yes.
That's haunting. And finally, the explanation of not nominating women candidates in the election, it's not going to go away. Despite his promise, Jamaat chief's promise that there will be cabinet positions available for women and they will make sure that women are in the cabinet. But without direct election, without the right of their political representation, getting people's mandate, it's not going to satisfy women activists. Also, the question is that whether women cabinet members will be independent enough when they are at the mercy of party chiefs own position. So this is quite remarkable. And he also said that in a question question posed by Al Jazeera, that women can never be the chief of his party.
Right.
So it states.
But he added that they're preparing.
That's a long shot.
Right.
So let's see. The main point is actually that this issue is not going to go away until the voting ends. And this is only 3 more days left. Let's see how Jamaat cope with this decision.
And how women voters vote.
Yeah.
How they choose to vote. Moving on to the last story of tonight, and it is a major decision. The interim government has recommended withdrawing 23,865 politically motivated Awami League era cases. This move could bring relief to nearly 5 lakh people.
Yeah, we knew that this kind of decision is expected. I think few months back, the law advisor said that the committee, advisory committee and expert committee set up by the ministry, especially Home Affairs Ministry, they examined various cases through public prosecutor's office at district level, and they have finalized the list for withdrawal of those cases. In some cases, those cases have already been withdrawn.
Right.
And I think the rests are this number. You remember, New York Times put 5 million people are named in false cases during Awami League period. I think it's more than 5 million, 5.5 million probably. So it was expected, this decision, and that's the decision the government has announced today.
Right. Definitely something, a positive development, you should think. So that's it from us tonight, and stay tuned with us. Good night.